honestly. It's probably where most of my problems started. Well, this is a little bit of a talk about Fire Emblem Fates and Conquest, and I guess Revelations a little bit, but not too much about it. We're going to focus on these two games right now. So this game is the product of what we got since Fire Emblem Awakening actually did well in the States, because beforehand we weren't going to get any more games if Awakening did bad. So we got a double release for the first time and hopefully the last time, because buying this was 40 and then this was $20 if you bought the base game, then you get the other version for $20, and then Revelations came out I think a couple months later. It wasn't on a release day, but those came out for $20 as well, so like an $80 game basically. And I guess Fire Emblem Three Houses kind of took from that in a way, having like three different paths, but still like $60 game, so you just paid once and that was it. But the one I got when this game came out was Birthright. I don't know why, because I definitely wanted Conquest. I think my dad got me Birthright, but it didn't really matter because a game's a game when you're younger. And this came out 2015, so didn't have a job yet, didn't drive, so like, you know what, fuck it, I'm playing Birthright. And I like these games probably the most out of any Fire Emblem game, honestly. Even after I played, what was it? I played, oh my gosh, Awakening. It was okay. I like this one more than Shadows of Valencia came out. I have not played through that game yet. I'm going to very soon though. And also, what was that? Three Houses. I like that almost as much as I like these games. And I'm with new one. I've got the name of it. Oh my goodness. Engage. I didn't really care for it. It feels like it's more catered towards like the older games in a way. I don't know. I really didn't get through the game all the way. I think like 6 chapters out of beating the game. But it's an okay game. Like, I hate any of the games, but I prefer Fates way more. The difference between these games mainly was Birthright. Birthright. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Birthright was more of a easier sort of game, I would say, than Conquest, because with Birthright it felt like Awakening, what people say, and you get a whole bunch of experience and gold from just doing a whole bunch of shit. But with Conquest, they barely give you experience in gold, so you just a slim pickings really. And these were the first games for Fire Emblem to have like a hub world, not like a hub world, but like you have a base operations when you're like just in between missions. You could like craft stuff. There's shops you could build. What else you could put? There's offerings that you could like get bonus stuff. Uh, Different farms you could do, get like different crops and whatnot. I didn't really do the crop stuff too much. I know a lot of people really decorated their stuff like for online play, which was another cool thing this game had, where you can do verses online. And I don't know why they stopped doing that, because with Three Houses they didn't have it at all, and with Engage they sort of had it, but it was like you play against somebody's like ghost sort of character, but they set up like defenses and you just get points for that whatnot, which was kind of ass to me. That's why I prefer these games a bit more. But servers down, so you can't do it no more. That's your local, but who's carrying around 3DS with Fire Emblem except me? But honestly, these games were pretty good. The story was basically you play as Corrin, the dragon person, dragon blood person. Like everybody from has some sort of everything's tied to a dragon every game. That's just the trend with it. And you initially start off with the crew from Conquest, and you just like train and whatnot, going on a mission, and then stuff goes haywire. I'm not explaining this the best way, but basically this is like your family you grew up with, and this is your quote unquote actual family. If you play the game, you'll know why I say quote unquote. And then you're just forced to choose between two sides of a war. Birthright being the Hoshido, and Conquest is Nor, I believe. And it's just like a bridge path, and you pick Birthright, you're gonna go against everybody from Conquest, and like, you know, it's your family, and then vice versa. So it was kind of cool. But if you picked up like Birthright, you can only pick Birthright. There's like a chapter, I think 3 is where you had to choose between which side you want to be on. But as you picked up the physical version of Conquest, you don't have a choice unless you buy DLC for the other version. Also, there was a cart that came with both Conquest and Birthright, but yeah, that goes for a lot of money now. So I didn't get that one. I just got, you know, these two. I picked up secondhand not too long ago. And yeah, these games were probably my favorite ones. And these were the last games where you could have children, which I hope they bring back, because that was the cool. Like, I could make Corrin have a kid with Xander. They have like a OP ass kid, 2 kids that OP as shit. And they also had some throwbacks to Awakening as well. Like 3 characters came up where it's like Selena, Lancelot, and Odin. I think those were the 3, because they were someone's kids from. I think they were kids from Awakening. No, I think they were just units from Awakening. I don't remember, because they were Lucina. I didn't play Awakening too much, so please correct me in the comments. But I know those 3, they were in Awakening, and they come back here, and they do remember stuff from Awakening. So I don't know how far along this is in Awakening. In the timeline of Fire Emblem games, I do know. I'm not going to get started with that. But I remember when these games were, I think a little after this game came out, that's when Corrin was announcing Smash Bros, I believe. I don't remember what date exactly she was in Smash, but they definitely like pushed this game as hard as they could. But honestly, if you never played these games, they're probably one of the highest rated farm games. I don't know how it's compared to the ratings for Engage. I think it might be a little bit under. I know these get like, looking at it, it's like a 9, 8, 9. Lowest is a 7 for Conquest. I don't know why. Dang, I would honestly, if I had to rank it by like Conquest, Birthright, Revelation, Conquest would be, Revelation is the best. That's probably the best one, and then Conquest, and then Birthright. But it's one for everybody. I prefer Birthright. That's why I had for like the longest till I got $20 for Conquest and another $20 for Revelation. But these games aren't too long of games, and I do advise play Birthright first, I would say, then Conquest, then Revelation. It feels like, imagine it as you're going through all 3, like difficulty wise. This starts off lower, and then this gets the hardest, and then like Revelation, like a mix of 2, because you have everybody all on one team. So I recommend playing like that. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say about these games. They were my really first farm games I played, because I had Awakening but wasn't really into it. These games really got me into Fire Emblem as a whole, and I hope they bring back having babies, because, you know, I don't know why that's gone. I guess it makes sense in 3 houses because they were all kids, but like it don't make sense in like Engage. It's called Engage. I mean, why can't you get engaged? But yeah, that's my little talk about this game. Let's try a new style of video I'm trying to do. Let's have a little chill, some gameplay in the back, and whatnot. And I will be streaming these games on YouTube and Twitch. Same name, just, you know, you catch me. I'll be streaming on Saturdays and Tuesdays and trying to do that. But yeah, play these games so you have a chance. You get them in store, not in store. I'm gonna get them secondhand. They're like $30 each, but you can't get the DLC unless you got like the cart with the DLC on it, which costs like $300 fucking dollars. So don't get that. If you have a 3DS, just hack it and get the DLC. If you want to have the physical, you know, get the physical. But you don't want the physical, just hack your 3DS and get the DLC. But yeah, that's my little talking point. You know, just going through my thoughts on the games. Next, I'm trying to play through. What's it called? Echoes. So I have like a little talk about that more because I don't know barely anything. I just know it's a remake of the old Fire Emblem for like 3DS. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Dislike if you don't like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know how this style of video is. And yeah, have a good day.